What up, everybody? Yeah, video logs haven't been working. I'm going to try to keep this one kind of short because I can't get them to stinking upload. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys real quick about the power of persuasion. I don't know about you, but I notice, like, when somebody will put something on Facebook, like a status update or something, they're like, oh, it's been a really bad day. Within like an hour, 8 more people are like saying the same exact thing. Now, either everybody's day is really awful, which isn't very likely for it to always be at the same exact time, or the power of persuasion kind of changes the perception of people. And I think that's what it is. I think if you've ever been around people, like at work, you walk in and somebody's like, oh man, it's been awful today. The next thing you know, your attitude went from like, you know, all happy and like, you know, not mad to be there to like you're ready to hurt somebody because, and you don't even know why. You had a good day prior to getting there. That's the power of persuasion. And it's very important for us to keep an eye on that kind of a thing. Because you don't want to miss out on opportunities to impact somebody's life or to change somebody's life or to inspire somebody because somebody else had a crappy day, so you decided that you also were going to have a bad day. And so your attitude reflects that mentality, and the next thing you know, you missed out on an opportunity to do something, and even something for yourself, which gets back to dieting and getting healthy. You know, you have somebody post something like a picture of Krispy Kremes and say, you know, going to spoil myself tonight. And the next thing you know, you're sitting there and you got glaze all around your mouth and you're like, I spoiled myself too. But then when you like talk to people about dieting, you're like, I just can't do it. No, you're allowing the power of persuasion to come over you. And it's easy. Everybody is. I'm persuaded. Everyone is persuaded. But if you notice that that's what's happening, if you don't have too much pride to admit when that's happening, because people don't like to believe that they are being persuaded unless they want to be persuaded. That's why it's so easy to tell somebody, like you can walk up to somebody who's 700 pounds and it's clear that they're overweight and say, you know what, you're overweight. And they probably won't fight you on it. But if you walk up to somebody who has an awful attitude and yet people tread lightly around them and seem to respect them just because they're honestly afraid of getting lashed at, and you try to tell them that they have an attitude problem, that's the difference. It's not as obvious, and because they don't notice it, they're not going to receive it from you. So it's very important to make sure that when we start to feel ourselves being persuaded, that as leaders especially, that we set the tone. We set the environment. We don't allow ourselves to be pulled into that current of negativity and become part of that pool that, you know, basically you miss so much. I guarantee you nobody, including myself, we would never, ever be persuaded by negative people if we knew that today was the last day on earth. We wouldn't. Because we're like, okay, well, what are we going to do? We're going to love. We're going to try to make an impact. We're going to try to do things to inspire people and to make sure that everybody knows that we love them and all kinds of stuff. But it's like the days that we take for granted. I know I've done it so many times, and it's such a temptation every day. But this week and today, especially this evening, I want to challenge you guys. Don't allow the power of persuasion, especially negativity, to dictate how you're going to live your days. Be the leader and set the tone. All right, that's it. I'm stopping before 4 minutes. I love you guys. Have an awesome night. TGIF, smile. It's going to be all right. Bye-bye.